Hi, welcome to Everyone Can Jam. This is a place where everyone can learn to play music, and this is lesson 4 in our series about developing good guitar technique. Please make sure you go back and watch lesson 1A. I recorded that just now. There were some questions and there were some important things I did not say in lesson 1. Lesson 1A came out kind of long, so just know that the end of lesson 1A is about right hand technique. There's some ideas there to help you get ready for either finger picking or flat picking. And once we get into the right hand at the end of lesson 1A, the whole rest of that lesson is just either finger picking or flat picking. That one got kind of long. So one thing we talked about in lesson 1A is that these lessons are not intended to be thorough or all-inclusive or absolute. I'm just getting started with the online teaching thing, and I am working on some actual courses to record and provide soon through my website. But right now I'm just kind of showing up for you the same way I would for a student who comes into my studio, just trying to offer helpful things. And if something is missing, you definitely ask a question, and that will help everyone. And let's see. So to just sort of progress a little bit from where we left off, we started with an easy note. The whole idea of the easy note is to make it easy to play with a good technique, and this is something we can come back to after we play more difficult things, and we might need to put our wrist out or do some odd contortion, but we can always come back to this for the easy notes. So I think we left off last time doing this chromatic scale that goes down. So today let's start with the tall finger and that very straight wrist, and I'm on the 5th fret, 3rd string, if you want to play the same pitch as me. So let's start with that nice straight wrist, and let's play from this finger to index without changing the position of our hand a whole lot. Just switch fingers. One thing you want to watch for is it go nice and slow. Usually when we move a finger, a lot of other things happen that don't need to happen. It's easy for this to happen, and we want to move as little as possible. We want our fingers sort of hovering close to where they're going to need to work. And so if this sort of thing is happening, slow down. Try to keep them all close to the fretboard, close to the, they have assigned frets generally. Okay? So keep them somewhere close by. And now that if you started here with your healthy straight wrist, and if you got to this finger without moving your wrist a whole lot, then you're starting with a healthy position. Now play up. This is where it gets tricky, and this is why I always start with going down, because when students play up, they tend to do that. So don't do that. And even if you have to kind of move the whole thing a little higher, that's better than doing that. That's going to get you in a bad habit. And what about pinky? I don't want you to go straight. Unless you already are good at using your pinky, sure. But be really careful with pinky that you don't do that. If pinky is weak, this is the coolest thing lesson 1A talks about the coolest thing that my harp teacher taught me, but a very cool thing my harp teacher taught me that has really saved my life is that anatomically, I'll put it over here so you see, pinky finger and this finger are kind of like one finger, and so one of the things with my injury that I deal with is if I use pinky too much, especially if I reach with pinky, I'll re-injure myself. And when I started using these two fingers like one finger, Wow, what a big difference. So I'm going to suggest, if you're new at playing guitar and if pinky is still weak and awkward, we want to start by using this finger close to pinky, and that helps a lot. So let's find that spot where let's start to the same beginning spot, 5th fret, 3rd string, go down 1 to index, and then back up so that ring finger is on 6th fret, 3rd string. And instead of going up here with pinky, let's put pinky the same fret, 2nd string, right there. So those two fingers are very strong, very comfortable. This finger really helps pinky out a lot, and it gives pinky a chance to work without being overworked or awkward or risky or making the wrist come out or something like that. So let's go over that again. Starting place, tall finger, 5th fret, 3rd string. Go down to index finger, and so right now we have ring finger, 6th fret, 3rd string. Pinky is going to play the same fret, 2nd string. And in the next lesson we're going to get more into right hand technique. So for now, just whatever works for you on the right hand, whether it's flat pick or fingers or just thumb, just try to do whatever comes easiest to you for your right hand, and try to keep it with whatever's most relaxed and easiest for you. And then we'll begin soon working on more right hand technique. So we have these two fingers working together, and you could either play them both, or you could play you could play 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd string, like that, and then go down like you did before. So the whole thing. That's actually a nice sounding lick that you could use later on. Oh, see, I did that thing. Keep your fingers close. And you could try different frets. And when you move, try to be careful not to change the whole orientation of your wrist. Try to keep that nice straight wrist. Okay, so there's 2 things you can do to get using your pinky more, and I think that's probably enough for now. And so we will soon start working more on right hand, and then we'll be doing some more, just developing some more interesting patterns for our warm-ups. And if you have questions, comments, please leave questions or comments. That helps everyone. And if you don't want to miss a thing, please go to www.everyonecanjam.com and tell your friends. Pretty soon, if I have time to record another video this weekend, we'll be celebrating my 200th subscriber. That's good for everyone. We're celebrating all the subscribers, because without all the smaller numbers we would not have gotten our 200th subscriber. But that's exciting, because the more subscribers we have, the more I can spend my time doing this, and that's how I want to spend my time. So I look forward to more and more of you telling your friends and having more subscribers, and see you soon. Bye.